Okay, so on this packet, it says linear graph, so you're gonna now take what you guys have been practicing, what is the starting point and what is the slope, and you're gonna put it together on stuff that actually has a situation involved. So number one, it says the graph shows the percent Y a battery on Tucker's iPad after he gets to school after any number of minutes. So on part A, it says, what is the y-intercept? And this is a new vocabulary term. Everybody, at the beginning, how much battery does what percentage of battery does Tucker have on his iPad? Zero. Absolutely, because right here, isn't this the starting point?
Yes.
And how much battery is that?
Zero.
Zero. So notice, we find the starting point because it's crossing the y-axis. The y-intercept is another way to say, what is our starting point? So, we're gonna put starting point, so that can give us help us to remember that y-intercept is another way to ask for the starting point, and the y-intercept is 0. Now, is that 0 minutes or 0%? 0%. Then it's problem, or part B is the relationship proportional. Does the relationship go through 0.00? Yes, so it says proportional. Yes, guys, this is a review from what we've already talked about, yes. Because the graph starts at 0.00. Part C, it says, what is the slope rate of change? So I'm gonna do mine up here, so here's part C. Now, in order to find the slope, don't we need to know 2 points? What is the ordered pair for this point? 0, 0. So I'm gonna write down 0.00. And then I need another good point. Is this a good point to use? It's on the graph, but is it a good point? No. This is on the graph. Is that a good point?
No.
No, because we don't know. This point is on the graph. Is that a good point? No, not really. This point is on the graph. Is that a good point to use? Yes. And that ordered pair is point. What's the ordered pair for that point? 4, 2. So I'm gonna write my ordered pairs down. 4, 2, and 0, 0. Remember, label your columns as X and Y. Now we're going to use our points to find slope. So I'm going to do y sub 1 minus y sub 2 over x sub 1 minus x sub 2 equals. Okay, what am I going to substitute in for y sub 1? 2, good. Minus, what am I going to substitute in for y sub 2? What is it? 0. What label is on the y-axis? Huh? What label is on the y-axis? Percent, thank you. So I'm gonna put percent. To see how we're doing the same thing as we were, we're just adding a little bit of information to it. Okay, what am I gonna substitute in for x sub 1? 4 minus, what am I gonna substitute in for x sub 2?
0.
0. And what label is on the x-axis? Minutes or time? I'm gonna put minutes. Two minus 0 is? What is it? 2%. Four minus 0 is? 4 minutes. So in 4 minutes, he's lost 2% of his battery, correct?
Yes.
So are gonna change this to our slope or that rate of change, so 2 divided by 4 is? So we have 1/2% per, cause this line means per minute. Oh, do the video. Are we okay with that? On part D, it says write an equation to represent the percent Y of battery on Tucker's iPad after any number of minutes, and I'm gonna do part D up here, so I can keep all this written on the board. So, his percent, so instead of, well, yeah, we can use Y. Y stands for, what's on the y-axis? Percent. So his percent, is it going up or down? Is his percent going up or down? Is that positive or negative? Positive, and is the graph going up? So what do you think he's doing to his iPad? Do you think he's using it or charging it? So the percent on his iPad is increasing by 1/2%, how often?
Per minute.
Per minute. So, per minute. X, what label's on the x-axis? What minutes? So the X stands for number of minutes. Now, where did his battery start at?
0.
What, 0? So, start. Okay, go ahead and stop the video.